Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back. My name is Monique and welcome to Medora Budgets. I'd like to thank anybody who's liked or commented on any of my videos, and especially those that have chosen to subscribe to my channel. Truly started this as a way to hold myself accountable, but I understand, recognize, and appreciate the community as a whole. So if you are rocking with me on this journey, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't made up your mind yet, sit with me for a spell. At the end of this video, if it's content you find valuable or enjoyable, please feel free to subscribe. It's myself and Sweets, married with a whole bunch of kids, trying to figure out our future, family, and finances, so the decisions we're making now won't negatively impact them in the future. Today is Thursday the 5th, and we are here to just talk through my setup as far as my binders are concerned for 2025. Everything is pretty much what you guys have been used to seeing over the last couple of months, but I do have one thing to unbox or unpackage to talk through with you guys. It's just one addition to my current setup. There's only one addition that I'm making for 2025 as far as binders are concerned. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this party started. So basically this is going to always be, and it has been up until now, my high priority binder. These I fund online immediately when I get paid, and I will continue to do so. My categories are still going to be the same. I have bonus kids, I have Xerxes, I have one for subscriptions, I then have one for property insurance. The buffer is everything else, and then emergency, of course. Emergency, I'm going to start treating more like a savings versus a sinking fund. And we'll talk about that in the weeks to come. So that's my high priority there. Then you have my low priority, and these are things I tend to contribute to, but I pull from this much more often than I do the high priority, and that's why these are in cash, and I'm using savings challenges to pretty much fund these. So one, of course, is Lil Bean, and I'm actually going to pull that out. And just as a hint, yep, you already guessed it. That's where we're going with that one. All right, so Lil Bean has been pulled out. Next, we have Corinne. Fun things. Then we have gifts. You guys know what gifts mean. YouTube gems. All right, next is debt. So this one is under low priority only because I use savings challenges to help fund it, and this is going to be my transfer Tuesday during my off week from when I get paid. And then South Carolina land. This is to cover the property taxes on the land that I own in South Carolina that my father willed to me. All right, the next one is the 100. This is all just the 100 envelope challenge, and we will keep that going and getting that completed there. And then you guys know about my emergency prep binder that I started. So here, this one is for family care, for example. Hotel, if we have to get displaced from our home, and we have generator, keep it for right now. And then bug out bag, if we get displaced from the home or we have to leave quickly. Do we have a bag that's already set that has all of the essentials that we might need? Then car, this is specifically for gas. And then the last one that I have here is food, of course, because there could come a time where cash is truly going to be king. All right, so next let's talk through what I got in the mail. Now this isn't necessarily happy mail because I ordered this. I ordered it from Etsy, and what I wanted to do was I wanted to be able to have something specific for Lil Bean. I found on Etsy this particular Etsy shop that actually produces different savings binders that you can kind of design for yourself. And that then is here, y'all. All right, so something you should know in the background story. First of all, let me pull this out. It is super cute. So she had the color available, multiple colors available, multiple prints available, and like I mentioned before, multiple themes available. So there's a reason that I went with the one that we did. So here you go. You can kind of see this design. Everybody knows who this is, and it's from The Lion King. So you have Simba, right? I'm not crazy. But also down here, you know, and that's like a theme pretty much, because if you look here on the back, yes, Hakuna Matata, it means no worries. And that is the blessing that I want to, that I pray for Lil Bean. No worries whatsoever. But part of the background on this is the fact that I got to name Lil Bean. I got to give him his middle name. Well, when we were looking at or thinking about middle names, one of the middle names that my daughter Kim came up with was Judah. And I loved that name. I still love that name. But his dad wasn't really crazy about it and didn't settle on it. But once my daughter said that name, Judah, 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 it just kept ringing with me and ringing with me. And sometimes you'll hear me refer to him as Lil Bean. Sometimes you'll hear me refer to him as Juju Bean. But that's just because that Judah still resonates with me, right? And Judah means lion. So when I saw this, it just spoke to me. And I was like, look, they didn't name him Judah. You had to come up with something else for the middle name. They didn't name him Judah, but that doesn't mean he can't have some Judah-like references in his life. And so that's where this theme came from. And so I told her exactly what I wanted. She already had this design with this, and I told her I want all of that. But here she had other things that it would say. She had some things written here, etc. And I told her I wanted all of that removed. I wanted this to say Lil Bean. And then that's how we wanted to move forward. And she designed it exactly that way. I placed the order like on a Monday, and by Wednesday it was already shipping. So she was really, really fast. And like I said, she has a lot of different designs. But this is the only binder that I'm adding to my 2025 setup. And so it is for Lil Bean. It is for his savings. And so here are the categories that we have for Lil Bean. She designed these as well. I didn't tell her which images to use. I just told her what words I wanted. And I told her I wanted her to pick some images that would match with whatever that envelope category would be. So here you have your first one is snacks. And then you have holidays. So I decided on these, what these envelope names were going to be, and she decided on the pictures. I picked out the font too. School. Aww. Clothes. Okay. Sports. And fun. So those are the categories. So all I'm going to do for right now is I'm just going to stick this money back here. I am going to be contributing to this going forward. And you guys might not know this, but I'm also going to try and start collecting $2 bills to help with just savings. And so I'm going to keep this Lil Bean here, and that's going to save my $2 for like a $2 challenge. But the $2 bills will go in that, because I don't want to put it into an envelope that I'm actually going to spend money from. I want to be able to keep those twos and any other twos that I get. Other than that, the cash that's in here, I'm going to put it back here. I'm still going to run a challenge for this and try and get some money that way using one of the savings challenges that I have. But I'm also considering just having it treated not like a high priority sinking fund, but where I'm giving to it every paycheck. And so that I can make sure I'm filling these up, maybe not as quickly as I would like, but just making sure there's going to be some money in there. I want to commit to making sure there's money given to that every paycheck cycle. So there you go. That is the only addition that I'm going to have to my 2025 setup from 2024. And then that's the way we're going to roll and go forward. All right. Thanks everybody for your time. You guys have a good one.